Every year in the United States, severe weather events such as winter storms, tornadoes, hail, hurricanes, and floods cause billions of dollars in damage, disrupt transportation, and cause loss of life. Most of these events are unpredictable, but new technologies now give us the ability to forecast them. Massive amounts of weather information, also known as data, from around the country is very difficult to analyze fast enough to make accurate weather forecasts rapidly. It is difficult to obtain, compute, and make sense of so much information concerning the weather around us.
I'm going to tell you just a little bit about LEAD 2. So LEAD 2 stands for Linked Environments for Atmospheric Discovery, and it's a group of weather scientists and computer scientists from all over the United States. It's a fairly large group of people. We come together and we use big supercomputers to look at large amounts of weather data, and then from this weather data then we make weather forecasts. And this forecast might be for tomorrow's weather, or it might be for weather 5 days from now even. So in order to do that, the LEAD 2 software is constantly out there crawling the web. It's looking for weather data from airplanes, from satellites, from radars, and then it gathers it all up, brings it all together to help communities, your community, respond to severe storms.
Meteorologists, researchers, educators, and students can now be active participants in visualizing weather phenomena that was previously beyond the scope of what computers could do. How is it possible to make sense of such complex information? LEAD uses the world's largest distributed network of computers called the TeraGrid. Spread across multiple sites across the US and linked by a high-speed internet connection, the TeraGrid allows many computers to work together to make sense of massive amounts of all types of scientific data. The TeraGrid is capable of linking together multiple computers to make over 250 trillion calculations per second. That's more calculations than 80,000 desktop computers. This data is stored for researchers to be able to access and further analyze. The TeraGrid is capable of storing over 30 petabytes of information as digital data. That almost equals all of the written works in the history of humanity, or the storage capacity of over 6 million DVDs. For what purposes does LEAD use the TeraGrid? By using the TeraGrid to input very large data sets, LEAD is able to help farmers. By predicting weather forecasts, farmers have a better understanding of when to plant crops, apply fertilizers and pesticides, and anticipate when to best harvest crops. Because many crop diseases are closely related to the weather and are very costly to treat, forecasting systems that look at many regions, LEAD has the ability to look at that region in many different scales and help farmers save money and manage their resources better. LEAD is also able to create models that predict the best placement of wind energy farms. The wind power density is a calculation that relates the effective force of wind at a selected location and elevation over a period of time. LEAD is able to make use of the TeraGrid in this way to look at both large-scale locations and small regions, and to place these wind farms in areas that are close to population centers and electrical transmission lines. This will help to maximize natural resources and keep costs reasonable for new technologies. Weather data obtained and analyzed by LEAD utilizing the TeraGrid is allowing hundreds of scientists access to real-time data of large-scale weather systems so that they can study and understand tornadoes and supercell thunderstorms in close proximity and detail. Very little is known about the dynamics of these storms because of the large amount of information that needs to be analyzed. This analysis and visualization will be instrumental in saving lives and property, and will be available because LEAD is using the TeraGrid to process, store, and distribute this information in real time to anyone. What if you could use the most powerful network of computers ever made for scientific research to view the weather where you live? Well, you can. Visit the LEAD portal to find many resources, such as the Integrated Data Viewer, to start making sense of the weather around you. People of all levels of experience can interact with weather-related information which will help you to visualize the many components of our complex weather systems and help you have a better understanding of the world around you.